Hello and welcome to a new episode of Airport CEO here on the channel BongoPlanes. In strange times for the industry for sure, and not just for the industry, for the whole world. Everyone is in some way or another affected by the coronavirus crisis, but we will try to forget a little bit about that and to focus on the gameplay here and just have fun with it. As always, before we get too far into the video, if you should end up enjoying this episode, then don't forget to smash the like button. That really does help us out. And of course, if you are new around here, you're always welcome to hit subscribe. Right, while I'm sorting out our flight schedule, because we need to add a few more flights here for the next couple of days in the game, what will we be working on here today? Well, I mean, we are kind of reaching a little bit of a weird situation here, because there are still loads of things I'd like to do at this airport, but most of them are connected to the next update to the game, and we still don't know when that will be coming. So there are a lot of things that I kind of hold off on. I mean, we could continue work at Terminal 1, for example, but most of the areas that I haven't worked on yet, I have kind of not worked on because I want to use these areas for upcoming updates, because we get loads of new features. I've talked about it plenty in the last couple of episodes, so if you haven't seen that yet, check that out. Then you'll get a lot of news about the next update to the game, which will be awesome. So there are a few things that we still can do right now. I want to add another remote stand for Terminal 2 because we have the capacity to do so. We want to upgrade our de-icing facilities because I do believe that we need a few more de-icing pads. And I also want to rework the area in front of Terminal 2, so the drop-off zones there, because I'm not quite happy with how it all works out. It's a bit messy. So yeah, we want to rework that. And of course, then I will also be talking about the future of this series, because yeah, it's a little bit complicated. Alright, so we start off with the additional remote stand here. We do have a little bit of space here, and in our little remote terminal section of Terminal 2, we had a boarding desk that was unassigned because we didn't have a stand left, and since we have the space here, yeah, that makes sense to add that. Of course, we need the taxiway as well. Let's see, asphalt, I guess. Yeah, asphalt. Yeah, I think we should take asphalt. It would be a new part, so I think that would make sense. Yeah, so we will have this additional stand that will of course give us a little bit more capacity when adding aircraft. Just a heads up, I won't be adding any airlines in today's episode. Obviously already last time I said that I wouldn't be adding many more airlines in the next couple of episodes. It's not that I won't be adding any more in the future, and there are still a few on the list that I haven't been able to add because they didn't load into the game when I was playing, but I will keep an eye out for those in the future and see if I can add them. But obviously we have a kind of a limit as to how much we can handle at the airport, so that does play a role. And yeah, then I think also we kind of can work on that or add more airlines in future episodes when we kind of see that we need more, want more. But yeah, today that won't be happening. Alright, so we have the stand. Just need to check that I get the correct boarding desk here, or the right bus stop and service car stop, but yeah, it is this one down here. Alright, so let's connect that up. But before we get that going, I also want to add a few more vehicle depots, because a thing that I didn't mention in the beginning, which we will be working on here as well, is getting the cabin cleaning going and the catering going. Because we have the facilities, we just haven't been using them for a long time, and that's potential income that we could gain here at the airport, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't have these services at the airport. So for that we need quite a few catering trucks and airport cleaning trucks. Again, the ratio, how many you really need, I'm just not sure about, so I will just get that I'm sure have at least one for each stand. I think we have just shy of 40 stands in total. Might be less, but I think we will get just 40 of each, which I guess is overkill, but I want to be sure that I have enough equipment, so we just need a few more vehicle depots. Then we need to connect up the stand here with the right baggage bay, and the boarding desk needs to connect over there, and then the service car stop, and that's about it. So okay, I forgot this, the center line here. Perfect. So now this stand is available when we add more flights to our flight planner. By the way, I actually had a question from one of you guys in the last video. Why am I not using the auto scheduler? Well, the auto scheduler is really bad. It just stacks everything pretty much at the same time. I pretty much did that last time, but I did that on purpose because I wanted to really push the airport to see how it handles that. But it's not something I want to have all the time. And the auto scheduler just does it constantly. Also with the auto scheduler, it just plops aircrafts all over the place. So for example, if I want to have EasyJet only at Terminal 2, or I want to have the German Air Force only at the Air Force terminal, then I have to do that manually. If I do it with the auto scheduler, it would just plop them randomly everywhere. Alright, next thing on our to-do list here is to sign a contract for the catering service. The thing is, these different offers here have different stars, so in theory they should be better or worse. But as far as I can see, pretty much all the contracts are identical. I mean, the offering, the price is the same. So I guess it doesn't make any difference. We go for Gate Gourmet because that's a well-known brand for catering, but to be honest, I think we could have picked any of these contracts and it wouldn't have made any difference. Also, a good tip here is just push down the production here at the facility pretty much all the way down. It produces things so quickly, and it is a really good way to burn a lot of money if you have that just pushed up just a slightly bit. And you can always adjust if you see that, for example, your supplies are going down really fast and it doesn't stack things up again, then just push the production up again. But otherwise, I would just leave the production at a bare minimum because otherwise we'll just burn through money. Alright, so next thing here on our agenda is the de-icing, because I think 4 medium de-icing pads is way too little for the amount of demand we have. I'd like to have it up here, but where we also have the other de-icing pads, and it's kind of on the way towards the runways, but yeah, it doesn't. I would have to change a few things here up and it would be quite squeezed. Obviously above here we also don't have any space left. That's all fully constructed. We really would need more space in the game. I really hope that this is something that will also be coming, because especially when you make larger airports, the space is quite limited. But we have some space down here in the far left corner, and I guess that's really the only way where we can add a few more de-icing pads and then hope that aircraft will actually use them. So I think that's the plan. So let's see how we can add them here in a way that makes sense. I mean, most aircraft, I guess, from here would probably come from Terminal 2 or the east and the south pier of Terminal 1. So they would come from the right side, go towards the left, because that would be the way they would taxi if they were going towards the runway. So yeah, I guess here could be the right place. And then let's see how many we can fit in. 3, I guess. 4, it's not quite wide enough, but 3, I mean, it's better than nothing. So then we just need to figure out, so they would come up from the top, then go into the de-icing pad, and then we kind of need to spin them around, so they would go out here, and then over to the left, and then up again, and then I guess we will, let's see, how can we do this? So they would come up here, and we can't, we would just have to leave them into the same taxiway as we already have here, because there's really no other way to lead them towards the runway. Yeah, the taxiway and the service road will overlap, but that does happen in real life as well. I had some comment that was very bothered about that. I can't really see the issue with that, but I don't know. Maybe, yeah, who knows? But I think it's a fairly common thing that service roads and taxiways kind of overlap to some degree, at least. So yeah, so I don't really see an issue, and I don't think we really have an option here space-wise. Otherwise, we'd have to change quite a lot, and I don't think that's really necessary. Anyway, so we have these de-icing pads. Just need to, well, just want to clean this up a little bit, add a bit more, or remove some of the grass here. And obviously, we then also need to take a look, because we would need to have de-icing trucks and possibly also a depot down here, so that the de-icing trucks don't have to go too far to get their de-icing fluid. Alright, so let me just check, because I don't want this video to become too long, and I think we're already quite far into it. Yeah, and we still have a few things we want to do. Let's just quickly add this de-icing depot here, whatever it's called. I think it's de-icing depot. Well, anyway, it's where the de-icing fluid is stored. No, the other thing I want to quickly check is I have noticed one thing over at our little remote terminal of Terminal 2, and that is that we have all these people standing around here. They don't seem to be moving away. I think these are all arrivals that just don't seem to enter the building, and I'm wondering if there's an issue here with the security zone. I don't potentially see it, but let's just quickly add here just to make sure if there's something here blocking it, and then that didn't do it. So let's check downstairs, see if there's something. Okay. Yeah, okay, see, this is one thing. We've had one line across here which was not in the secure zone, and now the masses are marching into the terminal. Okay, see, these small things can happen. I guess that's from the production that I had the wall and then removed the walls, and then, yeah, because if you have added a wall inside the building and then remove the wall, whatever zone was there before is not there anymore. I think that's what happened here, and I just overlooked it, that it was missing. Oh my god, those are so many people. Okay, but that should also help with operations, now that people can actually enter the terminal and leave the airport. I like to have people at the airport, but obviously they should also be able to leave. Alright, so that's one thing that we have fixed. That's great. The next thing I want to focus on now is the area in front of our terminal here, to improve that, and then we also want to talk a little bit about the future of the series. Alright, so while the people are leaving the airport in masses, this looks ridiculous. And it really does push the whole game now. The frame rate is terrible right now. But no, let's quickly talk about, so we will have to remove all of this here in front of the terminal and to rebuild that. But what I want to talk about while we're doing that is the future of the series. Now, let me just say from the beginning, I have no plans on stopping making these videos, because I like the game. I rather enjoy making these videos, and your support is also there. So there's no reason for me to stop making these videos. But we are in a little bit of a funny situation right now, because as I said earlier in the video, there are a lot of things I really want to do with this airport. But those are features that we don't have in the game yet, but they will come with the next update. But because we don't know when the next update is coming, there might come a period now where I won't be able to make any more videos, because there isn't much left here at the airport that I can do in the current version of the game. I mean, I'm recording this on a Tuesday. This video goes out on a Sunday, as you probably already know. Every Sunday we have these videos. I'm recording on a Tuesday to be sure that I have the video ready for you guys. So I need to record these things a little bit in advance. Let's say from the point I'm recording this video now till Sunday where this video is going out, then the new update has dropped. Perfect. Then I can continue as well and have a new video ready every Sunday for you guys. That would be great. But if the update doesn't come in the next 1 or 2 weeks, then it's a little bit more difficult, because then there isn't, as I say, there isn't much left to do in the current version. So that would mean there would be a little bit of a break, where I wouldn't be uploading as frequently or potentially not at all in this series. But I'm obviously fully committed to the channel as a whole, and I will have plenty of other videos coming out in the next couple of weeks and months. That there is no issue there. But it just means that there might be a few Sundays coming up where we might not have airportceo. But if you want to be sure to know what's going on, then check out the community tab on my YouTube channel or my Instagram, because there we'll always keep you guys informed about what I'm working on and what's coming up. So yeah, if you are in any doubt, is there something coming or not, then check out these channels, because then you should be able to find the information. And if not, then you can always write me a DM in Instagram, or write in the community tab, and I will try to answer it as quickly as possible. Another thing that I'm kind of working on or thinking on is actually to have at least one episode that will be a live stream. One of you guys suggested I could make a live stream, and I kind of like this idea. I'm right now actually looking into how I could do that, because I've never done a live stream on YouTube. I think I have all the software needed for that. My internet connection should also be fine. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about is really the frame rate of the game, because it is a massive cluster of things happening, and it does really affect the frame rate of the game. I can to some degree kind of fix that in these videos when I speed up the gameplay, but if I have it running in real time, it sometimes is really slow, or really bad, and that doesn't look nice. And you know, if I have that in a live stream, I can't speed up the gameplay, and so there are a few things that I kind of think about if I should do it or not. I would like to try out a live stream. I think it could be quite fun. I'm not entirely sure I will do it, but it's something I'm considering right now. It's something I'm working on to see if it will be feasible or not. And so that could also be a nice thing then, maybe together with you guys, to delve into the whole R&D sector of the game, which we haven't really touched upon so much yet. But yeah, those are the things that I'm kind of thinking on. So the series I'm committed to, but we need the new update for more content, and potentially a live stream, depending on if the game can run smoothly enough and if we can make the whole live stream setting work. But we are, of course, also coming towards the end of this series. And when I say this series, then building this airport. Even with the new update, that will give us a few episodes for sure, but obviously after that we will pretty much have constructed everything we can construct, and there won't be any more space to construct more. After that, I would probably start a new season, a new airport, and I guess I would then move away from Europe, because we've then had 2 airports in Europe, and I guess it would be fun or nice to see some other traffic. When I look at the workshop, the Steam workshop for mods for airlines, I'd probably go towards North America, because I think that's probably where we have the most options when it comes to other airlines that aren't European. But it's nothing that is set in stone yet. If you guys have a suggestion where a future airportceo airport could be, then you're always welcome to leave that in the comment section below. I'm happy to take a look at it. But that's for the future. Hopefully quite a few episodes in the future, but that will come at some point. So that's really all I can say about the series, how it will continue. It will continue, but there might be now a few Sundays where we won't have an episode, but now you know why. So yeah, sorry that I can't really be more specific about this, but it is really all a question about timing right now, when the new update is dropping, and all these things will happen at some point, and I will keep you updated on Instagram and the community tab. Now, I think we are coming towards the end of this episode. As always, of course, if you have any feedback, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. If you have any idea where the next potential airport could be, then feel free to leave that in the comments as well. Stay safe out there while this whole corona thing is going on. Don't forget to wash your hands. Stay home. Keep in touch with friends and family via Skype or whatever other tools there are. And yeah, just stay safe. Have a nice time. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a like, of course, if you have enjoyed this video. If you're new around here, you're always welcome to hit subscribe. There's plenty of content coming here on the channel in the coming days, weeks, and months. With that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.